What's up, guys? You're watching the Hillbilly Hard YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a review of my KELTEC SUB2000. I've had it for probably going on about a year now, maybe a little more than that. Done quite a few videos on it, but I've not reviewed it because I haven't shot enough rounds through it up until the last few months that I thought would be a good review. I've shot plenty of rounds through it now. I was going to go through the configuration that I've got it in currently, show you a couple things about it that I really like, let you know what I think about it and whether I think you should get one or not. So this past Christmas, my mama got me this scope. It's a long eye relief scope off Amazon or eBay. It's a NC Star 2-7 by 32E. It has to be long eye relief to fit for this gun because your face is so far away from the scope. So if you get a scope for one of these, it's going to have to be, if it's a regular type scope, it's got to be a long eye relief scope. You can't just go throw in a regular rifle scope on there. The scope mount part, the rail up here is too far forward. I did have a red dot on it. I like the red dot. It works good for around 30 yards. But when you get on out farther, if you want to shoot, say, 50, 60 yards with the red dot, and the animal you're shooting at or whatever you're shooting at is small, the entire red dot was covering up what I was shooting at, so I couldn't get an accurate shot. So I went with a scope that has a fine crosshair, so when I'm on out there 60, 80 yards, I can really bead down on what I'm shooting at with that crosshair and get it dead on. I've got a light mount on it right now off of a handgun, XIPHOS Xiphos NTX Night Ops. It's got a little button on it. The gun is the bolt's locked back, no mag in it, and the safety's on. So I was going to show you the way this light works. If you just touch it, it comes on. If you touch it twice, it stays on. If you touch it 3 times, it flashes. So I really like this light. It's pretty bright. It's bright enough to see at night if I want to shoot a possum or a raccoon or something like that. So I really like this scope set up better. The only thing about it is, obviously, it won't close up. So I've just been hanging the gun like this by this strap. I also have this strap on there so that if I'm at the range, whatever I'm shooting, I can just let it hang. I can pick it up. I'm ready to go. It's not really a good hunting mount or strap. It's just kind of homemade. It makes a little bit of noise, so you won't want to use it for hunting. But it works good if you're at the range and you're just plinking. You just let the gun hang, you're good to go. So, what I can tell you about the reliability on this thing, it's excellent. I probably shot, let me guess, I haven't kept track of it exactly, but I know I've went through 1,000 rounds, or I've put more than 1,000 rounds through this thing. I've only had one hang up the entire time I've owned the gun, and it was with steel cased Wolf Russian ammo, and I got a stovepipe that came out on it. I don't know how that happened. I guess maybe it might have been something I done wrong. I've only cleaned the gun maybe 2 or 3 times as far as taking the bolt out, re-oiling everything and cleaning it all up. It doesn't seem to get very dirty very fast or have any corrosion issues on it. There's no rust that just pops up in random places. I literally have no problems out of this thing. As far as just being reliable and being excellent and doing what I need it to do, this gun has been absolutely great. The only thing I will say is you can't fold it up when you put your optic on, unless you take the optic off and put it back on. So, you know, if you like optics and you want to run optics on it, you can just leave it unfolded like a regular rifle, and it's still pretty small. Even unfolded, it's a lot shorter than most rifles. and it's still small enough that it doesn't cause any problems. It fits anywhere you need to put it still, even with it unfolded. You just might not be able to put it in your laptop bag when you've got your optic on. I tried to kill a deer with it this year. I didn't have enough time to put into rifle hunting with this, but I did take this thing a couple times. I was gonna try to kill a doe with it, or a small buck or something, but I just never got an opportunity. But I believe it would take a deer very well with the right hollow point ammo and the right shot placement. I think a deer would go down pretty easy with it. This particular Sub 2000 is a 9mm Luger, or 9x19. I got some mags for it. It came with the one magazine, and I bought another one with it when I got it. So I had 2 magazines when I got it. And then my father-in-law bought me this one. It's a YouTube friendly 25 round magazine. He got me this one for Christmas, so I've shot a few rounds out of it. I went the other day looking around for a YouTube friendly magazine. I found another 25 round mag, so now I've got 2 25 round magazines and 2 17s. So if you add that up, you get the picture. That's a lot of rounds. It's a really fun gun to just go out and just shoot through ammo with. I really like that it takes Glock magazine. This thing is just excellent. If anybody was ever thinking about getting a Sub 2000, I really like KELTEC. You've seen some of my other videos on my channel. I've got a PMR 30 that I really like. Well, I like KELTEC as a company. I think they do really good stuff with their products. And I think they've made such a good product here that other manufacturers are copying them. There's been a slew of videos come out recently that I've noticed about this new folding Smith & Wesson that folds sideways. And I've never shot the thing or messed with it, but just from seeing it, I don't like it as good as I like this Sub 2000. There's a couple reasons. When you fold this Sub 2000 up in the folded position, it is so small and flat. It'll fit right up underneath the car seat. Or you could slide it anywhere in behind a dang shelf at your house. If you had this much room, it would slide in there. 2 inches of space. This thing is so nice and compact. Anybody that has limited space, lives in an apartment, or just wants something small that you can stow away very easily, and it's compact, this is the gun for you. I really, really enjoy shooting it. I really enjoy owning it. It was worth what I paid for it. I can't remember what the MSRP was. I think it was like right at 500 bucks when I bought it. This is a Gen 2. They make a Gen 1. You can get it used, I'm sure. You can find one at a gun store used. I doubt very many people are getting rid of these. This is not a gun that I would want to get rid of. I like it that much that if I had to sell another gun first, I probably wouldn't. I would keep this one. So, but I'm going to shoot it a little bit with this scope on it. Then I'm going to take the scope off and fold it. And I'm going to show you a couple bags I've got where it'll fit in really nice. And we'll go from there. All right, guys. Got a couple of 2-liter bottles set up. Some glass bottles, old glass bottles I found laying around. And a full porcelain nativity set. We're going to blast them down. See how this thing performs. Y'all ready? I took care of that. All right, guys, it didn't take me long to waste the nativity set and the glass bottles. So I went to Goodwill yesterday and found a bunch of red and silver Christmas ornaments. I'm gonna make them go away. Feel like Demolition Ranch over here. Click. I got 3 wine glasses and an old wine bottle set up there. Let's make them go away. Alright guys, as you can see, this gun is awesome. It doesn't have any hang-ups, any problems. I've shot 2-3 different kinds of ammunition just standing here. Just in this last couple shots, I've had 3 different kinds of ammo go through it. I never have any hang-up problems with it. I never have any issues. I'm gonna do a mag dump with the rest of what's in here. I don't know how many's in here, but let me look. Looks like I got about 22 left in there. I'm gonna do a 22 round mag dump as fast as I can squeeze the trigger. Let's see what happens. Alright guys, I just got word that Hickok 45 had some 2-liters escape from his compound. They made it over the mountain here to my house in Virginia. I don't know how they got all the way from Tennessee to Virginia with no legs, but we're going to go on a woods walk and take care of what Hickok 45 didn't. I'm going to give my old Sub 2000 the HK slap. We're going on a woods walk, boys. See if we can find us some stray 2-liters. If y'all see one, let me know. There's one. Took care of that one. What is this? Who left gray poupon sitting on my... What's that? An eggplant? Kentucky Ballistics must be f***ing. There goes the gray poupon. Man, nobody likes eggplant. I don't know what that deal was about, but we're gonna find out. Alright guys, I took care of this 1 2-liter. I don't know who left that gray poupon in that eggplant. I'm gonna have to get a hold of Kentucky Ballistics and find out about that. Maybe that T-Rex is messing around here somewhere. Y'all keep your eye out. If you see any more 2-liters, let me know. There's a couple. Took care of them. There's a couple. Took care of them. Y'all let me know if you see anything. There's one. Got him. There's one. Got him. There's one. 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 If y'all see another one, we've almost got them all now, I think. There's one. Uh-oh, I'm out. Combat reload. Got him. We've almost got them all now, I think. There's one. Uh-oh, I'm out. Combat reload. Got him. Guys, we didn't do a good enough job finishing off this honey mustard. I think that took care of it. God, there's poop on everything. Alright guys, I went ahead and took the optic off of the Sub 2000 so I could show y'all what my favorite feature about the gun is, which you already know. How nice she folds. And I've got this dust cover that I bought. I can't remember where I got it. I'm not trying to sell it, but it's really nice. It says KELTEC on it. Covers up the end piece to keep dust and gummy bears or whatever out of it. But you can see in the folded configuration, latched up, the thinness of it is what I like the most. I mean, that thing at the maximum width ain't 2 inches thick. So I'm gonna go get a bag and show you how good it fits inside of a bag. All right guys, the other day my wife bought me this fancy little laptop bag from Goodwill. I'm curious, it's obviously gonna fit. This thing's got like a nice soft inside. Just take this Sub 2000 and slide it right in. Look at that. Look at that. It's tight, but it goes. So it's carrying around a laptop bag. Now if you had a Glock 19X, you take your Glock 19X and slide it in here. It's 4 or 5 magazines in here. A couple more magazines in there with the Sub 2000. That's a nice fancy little package with a carbine and a handgun. So that's the smallest laptop bag I got. It fits in that. I got this bag right here. This is a Case Logic laptop bag. So just take this thing, This slides right in. Fits perfect. There you go. Zip it up. It's got extra pockets. You can keep your mags. I'll show you. I got my mags in here. So I got some ammo. Got mags slid in these pouches. Just grab it and go. All these bags I find at Goodwill. I don't ever go buy them new. I mean, Goodwill has nice bags all the time. So there's a Case Logic laptop bag. It fits in there nice. This one is a whatever brand that is. LACDO. Then I got just a regular backpack, North Face backpack. Also found it at Goodwill. Look at that. Slides right in. Beautiful. You could slide magazines in here. You're good to go. That's my favorite part, is that so far every bag that I've tried it's fit. I got this laptop bag, Club Wyndham brand. Got it from Goodwill. It's got 3 separate pouches in here. Put stuff. Slide the gun in there. There we go. Fits right in. Just throw it over your shoulder. Take off. As far as anybody knows, you're just carrying a laptop. Fancy. So I'm pretty sure you're not going to do that with the Smith & Wesson. Not without it being bulged out or looking like it's obvious that there's something in there besides a laptop. Here's a Swiss Gear backpack. Just a Walmart. Nothing special. Look at that. That's a small backpack. Slides right in. Look at that. It's flat. Nobody's going to know what you got. Nobody's going to be robbing you thinking you got a gun in there. You know, they might think you got something else valuable in there, but they're not going to suspect you have a 9mm carbine in this bag. That's not why they're going to be grabbing it and trying to steal it. I really like this gun for this reason. The other thing I want to show y'all real quick. See how that dust cover just falls right off and get ready to open it? I didn't have to take it off or do anything with it. I'll show you that one more time. If you get the dust cover for it, I had this leased around the trigger guard. Just locks on like that. When you get ready to open the gun, pop the thing on it, it just pops off. And you're ready to go. If you don't want it on there, just pull your trigger guard down, pull it off, slide it in your pocket, and you're good to go. The only other thing I wanted to show you guys is my sight, my rear sight. So I modified my rear sight. I didn't like the peephole rear sight. So I modified my rear sight, and you can see right there. I'm going to zoom in on it. I just made a notch. I just modified the sight. Let me hold the gun still. There you go. So it's a little bit more of a fine bead. You can draw down on it. I put a little white dot on my front sight. And I modified my rear sight where it's a notch like a rifle, like a regular old 22 or Remington 700 or whatever. Can't get it to focus on that. There it is. Anyway, y'all get the picture. So you can modify the rear sight. I just cut it in half and went on the back side and melted in a zip tie. And then I came in and made a little groove that's just perfect for that front dot to fit in on that front sight post. Makes it a little more accurate for me. Depends on what you like. But That's the only modification I've done to this gun so far besides the dust cover. But I thought y'all might want to see that. See all the different kind of bags that I've got that it'll fit in. And if you're looking to buy one of these, I highly recommend it. I think they're excellent firearms. I think they're better than the Smith & Wesson that they just made and dropped. Personally, I would rather have this just by looking at the Smith & Wesson. I don't like the Smith & Wesson that it doesn't have factory sights on it. So you have to run an optic. You know, you get in battle or something with an optic and it breaks and it gets messed up. And you can't just rip it off and go back to your stock sights. On this gun, if something happens to your optic, it gets busted. You fall on it and it breaks. It gets knocked off. It won't come into focus. You know, you can just rip it off and go back to your open sights, and you can still use the firearm and it'll still function. But I hope you guys enjoyed that review. Subscribe to my channel if you hadn't already. Hit the like button, and have a nice day.